Hi, my name is Stan from Tales of Stan, and I arrived on Tales of Stan. It was an idea that Harry and Charlie, my brothers, came up with as a way of showing off my wonderful personality to everyone. And what can I say? We've had like well over 20 episodes, and they've been outstanding, every one of them. And the only thing is that some of the questioning tonight has been a little bit strange, but it's been a very good ride so far. And, basically, looking forward to hearing some of the other people who accompany me on this site talk besides me. So let's turn it over to Harry or Charlie. What do you say?
Okay, before we do that, Tales of Stan.
Another weird question from Harry. One of his.
No, it's not going to be a weird question
at
all.
One of his many
What
on
is
the site.
What is the object of Tales of Stan? Do you think?
Well, it's to show the as entertainment value.
Yeah.
And we want to show that we're capable of entertaining people. That I am Tales of Stan. Basically, I'm pretty much the show.
Yeah.
And I think that we're trying to capture certain aspects of me.
And which aspects are those?
Well, one of them is, doing this, which is, when there's too much noise or my ear gets itchy, I do this.
Yeah.
Or when I get, upset, I rub my eyes. Like this.
Okay. But what's the object of it? What do you think? Tales of Stan. What does it mean to you?
Well, it's really. Well, you tell me, Harry. You tell me what that.
Well, no, this is your part of the introduction to the folks on the site. I want you to tell them what is your insight into Tales of Stan. What do you get out of it?
Well, I get to see what I look like.
Yeah.
Got a barf bag.
Yeah.
I get to see what I look like and how I project and what goes on during the episodes, what the theme is. We have all kinds of themes, and I become aware of the theme, whatever it is during that night.
Tell us about a typical episode. What you get out of it, how you interact with it.
Well, that's the interesting thing about our episodes, is that each episode is sort of unique and different in each way, I can remember the Palm Springs episode.
Yeah. And
that was unique. And then we've had other episodes, too, that are very unique, dining at the Shabbat table and telling jokes and all that. So it's been a varied experience.
What does it prove?
What does it prove? What does it prove? It proves that, someone like myself can be, it's sort of like, I think Andy Warhol, the pop artist, talked about fame. Everyone can be famous for like 15 minutes.
Right. But how long have you been famous for?
I don't know, but that was a saying, and I think that this is sort of my time to be famous for 15 minutes, because other people get to view me on the web and see a TV angle of me. So it's my turn to be famous for 15 minutes.
But what does it prove?
What does it prove? I just told you what it proves. I don't have to repeat myself, do I? I have to repeat myself? Okay, I'll try again. It proves that I can be famous for 15 minutes.
Okay. And the object of Tales of Stan is what?
To show various aspects of my personality.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it entertaining to do that?
It's very entertaining. People see all kinds of displays of myself. Whether it's
hair on your nose,
hair on my nose, or hair in my ears, or whatever it is.
What when you're in the episode, okay, and you're actually filming the show, tell us, what is that like?
I haven't filmed the show. You, Harry, have been the.
No, but I mean, being in the show, and when you act as Stan, whether it's the real Stan or the fake Stan,
Well, I never understood your comment. Most people in this world, except for you, Harry, take people for who they are, and their personalities for what they are. They don't analyze and say, well, is this the fake or the real?
Is this the actor stand or is this
the real stand? When you're in the episode, tell the audience what it's like to be in the episode.
What's it like? Well, you have to take some very strange, odd, weird questions from Harry. Some of them are inexplicable, and you don't know. For example, like tonight in this episode, Harry's already asked the same question over and over again. What does this prove? What does the episode prove? What does Tales of Stan prove? And he's repeating the same thing over and over again. So,
is it?
Is it? That's another strange question. Is it? What is it? Where does that come from? Is it what? Is it? This is the problem with with being on Tales of Stan, is you have to take some very weird and odd questions from Harry.
Really?
Yes.
Well, but when you're in the episode.
When I'm in the episode, what? Well, explain yourself, Harry.
What's it like?
What's it like?
What goes through your feeble mind?
My feeble mind? No, it's not that feeble. I'm smarter than you think, but...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's get beyond the
Well, I'll tell you, I'll tell
Emotionally,
you, the Swami episode I felt very uncomfortable in.
Really?
Yeah.
Was the hat too small?
The hat just didn't feel right, and I just was sort of out of it that night.
Yeah, and
I didn't feel very comfortable wearing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it felt like I was wearing a bag of Jiffy Pop on my head.
Well, let's try it again.
That's
just to recreate.
That's not.
Let's just try it. Well, maybe we can just show the turban next to you.
Okay. Remember this? Remember?
Now, okay.
Now, one of the problems with this thing
Yeah.
is in the previous episode, it made my schnoz look like much larger and wider.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because this thing is on my head, and it just sort of camouflages my face, and then my schnoz seems to stand out.
So the Swami.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so you can take that off and keep the yarmulke on.
Thank you, my Yamaha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now, when you're talking about Tales of Stan, and we're going to wrap this up pretty soon.
Okay.
When you say Tales of Stan, and your name is Stan, okay, what's the object of the show?
The object? You tell me.
Well, this is your introduction to the Tales of Stan. What is Tales of Stan? Why do people enjoy Tales of Stan?
You show me in all kinds of various roles, whether it's an NSF role,
right,
or whether it's a Palm Springs role,
right,
or whatever.
Do you? Okay, now here's a little test quiz for you. Can you name all the episodes?
Because I'm on camera, I know I'm going to blank out.
Okay, so look, name as many as you can, as quickly as you can.
Channeling Stan?
Okay.
Or channeling Mom.
Channeling
Mom.
Yeah, go ahead. Plenty that comes to mind first.
Palm Springs Explanation.
Yeah.
What other ones?
The air conditioner.
Oh yeah, the famous air conditioner and the kitchen.
Yeah.
And Harry visits me in my apartment, which is one of my favorite episodes. The meatballs, right? That was the kitchen.
The spicy chef.
Spicy chef. Or a few others, but
few?
Because I'm on camera, I'm sort
Are you getting nervous now?
Kind of nervous, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to wrap this up. I want you to look straight into the camera directly, and I want you to tell the audience out there what they can expect from you and from Tales of Stan in the future.
You'll see me sort of be a little bit more honest and direct, and just being myself.
Are you doing that now?
I'm trying to be myself, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Stan. So thanks for that introduction. I'm sure the folks will be watching you for many hours now.
Okay.
I'm Charlie. I'm the middle brother, and I don't know really how we came up with this idea. I guess one day we were sitting around doing our usual things with Stan at the Shabbat table, and this actually predated the reality TV days, and we thought it would be really good to record, our interaction with Stan. And Stan is a perfect character to have fun with. So I'm kind of the straight guy, a little bit straight man, and Harry always is able to come in with the good punchline. So we're a really good team together, and I think one of our original episodes was Stan at the cemetery, which really launched us into our current status. But we kind of had a little dip in our season, in our couple of seasons, because Stan, I don't know what happened to him. He just became very stilted, and he wasn't able to act. He wasn't able to act naturally anymore. So we kind of abandoned it, and Stan became very negative, and he didn't want to do it. So hopefully now Stan is opening up a new leaf from what he said before, and he'll be able to go forth and be natural. But we still don't know if it's the actor Stan or the real Stan. That remains one of the basic questions.
What's the point of Tales of Stan?
Well, the point of the Tales of Stan is to have fun, to entertain people, and then Stan is in a bad way, so we need to try to he needs to have a living. He needs to get some money. So, of course, Stan wants to sell Tales of Stan to the networks and have our own reality show.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's one of the major issues. So Stan is going to try really hard this upcoming season to be funnier than he has been. I mean, quite honestly, when you watch Tales of Stan, some of the episodes, it's really sad to watch Stan carry on the way he does.
Yeah, maybe you could change it to Stales of Stan.
Yes.
So Stan's got a little stale.
So we're, I think, both Harry and I come up with a lot of ideas, but I think one of my main roles is to come up with different scenarios, and then so I'll come up with an idea, and then Harry will kind of carry it out with more detail, and then during our performance or our interaction with Stan, both of us are able to somehow contribute our own part of it. I always try to look at a spiritual and intellectual viewpoint, but with
that's
Stan,
quite a challenge, isn't it?
It is quite a challenge with Stan because what can you say?
There's not too much.
Not too much to say, but so I try to bring that into it, and then Harry is very instrumental in bringing the humor in. So the teamwork is really important. So I think we should switch over and get Harry's view now.
Good.